Right guys, we're back, and what I want to start with, so you've probably seen the videos on the channel already, the NND Kohaku that I secured last September. These fish came straight from the mud pond, did a deal in September, selected and shipped them in October, and I've been raising them ever since. Bit of a challenge from Fujo to make sure really that I raise them as good as they would have done in Japan, and I think I'm quite going to confidently say I probably actually smashed it. And yeah, I will let you make your own mind up when you see them, but from what I've shown him already, they're mega impressed. The results have been crazy. You know, we've been circa 40 fish all along roughly in a 1200 gallon pond that, let's not forgetting, is filtered by a single bottom drain, mechanically by a brush chamber, and then by a fluid bed. So there's two things at play here. We're teaming up the technique, the experience, along with basically amazing genetics. They really are with these NND Kohaku. So you can catch the previous videos on the channel. I'll drop a link in somewhere to those, but for now we're going to get this netted up. Look at the fish. Now the fish I'm going to show you today, out of the 30 pieces that I selected, 20 were sold to Sunnybank Koi, which I did an amazing event with for a fantastic price. 495 quid back then, that I thought was great, and now looking at what they are, it's even better. I think there's going to be super delighted owners. Every fish has done exceptionally well, not one has actually had any colour failure. It's been epic. So the Benny's not quite where I want it yet, but I'll talk about that a little bit more moving forwards. But for now I just want to get the net stuck in. I've got a few pieces in here of my own as well, which I can't actually remember which they were, so that's going to be a nice surprise for me as well when we get through them. So yeah, let's crack on, and then we'll take a look in closer detail when we're done. Bit here is I need to calculate it exactly, but I think we're approximately 10 months old, and I seem to think we've possibly got one that's going to be close to it in the sort of 45 cm mark, which is just insane. And look at the size for that age and the body power they've already got. That's the crazy thing in all this. There are a couple of NND Marusho Sankyo, well, equal kind of size and quality, but these things are wild. Look at this. So I'm going to have a quick sort through. I'm going to get out the Sunnybank Koi event fish, and then I'll finally get to see what's actually left. I am absolutely blown away. Just look at what's in there. Do not forget the age of the fish, and do not forget this has been done in 1200 gallons of water that hasn't particularly been lightly stocked. When I actually mentioned it to Fujo, I got a lecture that the stocking level was too much. At that point I did actually say to him, please wait and see the results. And yeah, I'm going to get these now, transfer them with the size of them, probably just going to have to do 10 at a time here, into the fresh water, and actually review the results properly. So, a little bit of anaesthetic for safety. No point taking any unnecessary risk. So this is just a random half of those Sunnybank Koi event fish. And actually at the time of filming this, unbelievably, I think there's about 4 of these still remain unsold, which I'm sure might get snapped up now. I mean, yeah, just wow. Like I've said in the other videos, you know, I kind of underestimated NND Kohaku to begin with, or over the years now that they've been putting into developing these things. And yeah, I mean, for me it was all of a sudden when I noticed the bone structure and the growth that was coming, and my god. I mean, let's just go with what we've got in here. Smallest end, that fish is 36 cm, the smallest end. Then we move up, say biggest is probably around here. We're 40 cm on that one.
40 cm on that one. It's just crazy. But again, just look here, look at the height. Straight behind the head, this huge head, and then this just towering backbone. Just do not forget at any point the age of the fish that we're actually talking about here. And these have not been overly pushed, you know, it's something I was talking about on Question Time Live. I've just given these fish every chance to do what they're capable of doing, and that's where we've got to at this point. Again, the quality here, I mean, on the average size, so what we're 37 cm there. Lovely quality. Now the bit I want to sort of mention with this has been the Benny, because for me I've not reached the heights of the coloration so far, and the reason for that for me has been, we see with this one, look, there's a real softness still to the colour, real softness, but what we can see, you know, there's loads, the scales are absolutely loaded with pigment. Two things happened here. These fish have never really had great light from the mud pond. Obviously UV intensity tends to be very limited, because obviously we've got to break through the muddy water. So there was in the mud pond being stretched, grown quite rapidly, and then they've been harvested, shipped to the UK where we've hit winter, and again they've been grown intensively while having low daylight hours and then low UV when we've got daylight hours. So what that's meant is that pigment has sat a little bit softer. So over this summer that's just going to come absolutely flying out. You know, that's even down to areas like this one, look, where that pigment's really stretched here. I still have no concerns about that rectifying, because down the side of the body as well it's getting even less exposure. So give that a bit of time and I have full confidence that will all become a deep red pigmentation eventually. You can see it with this, look, again, the two-tone nature of that colour, this really thick red wedge. That's all the loaded pigment. So that, the best is really still yet to come with those, but like I say, size there, 40 cm, it's just remarkable, it really is. Testament, like I say, all I've really done is give them every chance to bring out what they're capable of achieving, and you just see across the board, these are just really great potential fish. So much more to come from them still. All them attributes, body, the power, they're just awesome. They really are awesome. See it time and time again in every fish. So what we're going to do now, I'll let you have a quick overview look at them again, and we'll get the next lot in for a look at. Oh, we've got a couple of the real beasts in here. I think we're going to find the max size. There is one which has been, I say it's been lagging behind. I mean, let's have a look at this, look. It's a lovely quality piece, but again, 34 cm at 10 months old. It's just, you know, in comparison to what's here, which is just exceptional, that in its own right is a big toe size still. But yeah, on the big end here we've got 3 potential candidates. Let's have a look. It's unfortunately just knocked a couple of scales, but oh my god, so close. 44 cm there with that fish. There's a good chance this could pip it. Oh no, not quite. There we go, 42 there and 41 there. So there we have it, folks. 44 cm, biggest piece. Remarkable. Plenty hitting that 40 and above. Again there, 41 or 42 getting on for really, that one. This is just remarkable, and you look at the bone structure here, look. Everything about it. It's quite normal that the Shiroji is not particularly gleaming right now, obviously through the raising, a lot of colour food, it's all been very intense. That's normally the case with jumbo tosai. You expect quite yellow heads and tinted Shiroji, which will rectify more as they move through the Nisai phase or even when they're being conditioned. But again, just look at the body setup of this fish. It is wild. 42 cm here, the body setup. Again, you can see what I've been mentioning with the Benny here. I think this would have put a lot of people off, especially when you look down this side, look. There's pigment there. It's going to thicken up a lot now moving forwards. But again, 44 cm, look. These things are growing machines. Just all throughout, doesn't matter what you look at. I think it's fair to say that 40 cm there, look. The whole bone structure thing is just so consistent, look, through the whole batch. Obviously you know me, I'm paying a lot of attention to body volume as I went on with these, as I was selecting them. Sorry, bone structure, not body volume. This is a stunning piece. Forget the red eye, we don't care about that. Look at the quality, amazing pattern. It's got really silky benny, that one. And again, the structure, look, the height behind the head. Do not forget how old these are. And like I say, even here at the small end, still can't remember what that was. Yeah, 34 cm. Love the skin quality there to that. It's bonkers, it really is bonkers. What do you think, guys? Let me know in the comments. NND Kohaku, do not forget it. Very impressed. Can't wait to get my hands on some more. Like with the Takano Sankis last year in that event, to be honest with you, I'm a little bit gutted that these are all going to be going to their customers' ponds. However, delighted. I mean, for everyone involved, that particular event, 495 quid a fish. Look what you're getting now. I think it's possibly the absolute best value grow out we've done to date. It's remarkable. And yeah, well done Team NND for what you're building here. I say I've got a real dreamy example for you now in Japan sat out there that I'm hoping can go the distance. We'll see. But yeah, just to end the video, I'm not going to share too much of the ones I've got, but I'm just going to share one piece with you, and we'll call it a day after that. So the one to share with you, I think this is possibly going to be the top piece overall. A pretty remarkable fish. I mean, a Yondan Kohaku with such balance, such impeccable quality as well. Amazing body setup. It really has got remarkable structure there. I mean, size wise, we're there 38 cm. Just look, beautifully kind of the sachet, just an ideal depth of this sort of benny. Key was already formed, lovely Marizomi key, where you see that kind of scalloped around the back edge of the fish there. Beautiful. You see again a few scales here just to highlight this separation. I'm not concerned about that. Again, if you notice, like with some of the others, it's further down, which is normal, but that's just going to play catch up now and become better and better. But yeah, what a piece there. Look, again, pattern really is the standout thing that's elevated this one above the others, because it's got all those same qualities in the body and the skin. If we just look at where that pattern sits, look, 1, 2, 3, 4, remarkable Yondan. Cannot wait to see what their summer brings for that one. But yeah, look out for more. Them results just being exceptional, and look out for more NND Kohaku coming in future, because those guys are doing a great job and they don't look like they're slowing down. Umo's own words, Umo-san's words, that this was their best spawning yet. After all the years they've been plugging away now, since 2006, and they really have been investing, and it's now, you know, the results are starting to be seen. So hats off to them. I'm super impressed with what we managed to achieve in that pond, and yeah, congratulations to all the customers who own those fish from the Sunnybank Koi Grow Out event.